in Seattle, Washington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And they go play action with Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Greg George deep for Arizona. And taken right at the 35. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Here's Ritter. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Boye Mafe. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. For the play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Trying the left side with Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Seahawks at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Howell. Into team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On 1st and 10 is counter. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We're scoreless after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1 yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down. They'll run the toss to Walker. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Now 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action. It's Howell. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Connor up the middle. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. The throw out to Ross. He's got it. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another 1st down.
They'll run here with Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Buying time to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Amari DiMercato, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Powell out of the shotgun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Powell. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Ritter will set up to throw it. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A Ritter's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 39. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Prater's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 35 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Now, this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
On third down, it's Connor. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On first down, Ritter to Connor on the check down. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Ritter now. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Desmond Ritter, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Connor going to try and run it. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, it's Walker. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Howell now to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. He'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Going play action. Ritter. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, 1st down Arizona.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now it's counter. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a draw play. This is counter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Amari DiMercato. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Walker to start the drive.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Powell to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This is 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on 1st down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's Howell. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run.